Hello and welcome to Crypto Condensed. Thank you for joining me on Tuesday, September 10th, 2019. This is Champagne Crypto. Let's get to the markets. Bitcoin currently sitting at $10,203. Overall market is pretty stagnant, slightly down 1%. Ethereum is at 181. XRP is around 26 cents. Our top gains of today are Metaverse ETP up 27% with about $8 million of volume is pretty good. MaidSaveCoin 4% up and Zcoin up 4% as well. As we go to our top 200 gains of today, we see Alpha Token up 3,000%. That's not sustainable. Moeda loyalty points or whatever up 30%. And Crypto 20 up about almost 26% with $3,000 in volume. That could be another scam. I don't know. Do your own research out here. But Bitcoin dominance is still under 70%, currently hovering at 69.6% on CoinMarketCap. And over volume today is fairly low, $15 billion in volume. On to the news. Our macro news starts first with mass adoption in terms of the experts. Let's see what they have to say. Oh, that's a phone call. Excuse me. So Eric Voorhees, CEO of Shapeshift, says the majority of people in the U.S. at least have heard of Bitcoin, and from rough estimates, perhaps 2 to 5% of Americans have used it. When that surpasses maybe 10%, then mass adoption has truly begun. The biggest thing is mass awareness. The next person is Joshua Ashley Clayman, Linkladders LLP, U.S. head of fintech and of blockchain and digital assets. In order for us to say that mass adoption of crypto has begun, in my view, individuals need to be able to have access, purchase, hold, and use cryptocurrencies without having to understand what a digital asset is. Just as a non-technically sophisticated people can use cell phones without understanding how they work, for that, user experience needs to be enhanced and scaling needs to be addressed. So usability, how easy it is for the normal person to use it every day. Christina Dolan, founder of CEO at Inside Chains, vice chair at MIT Enterprise Forum. She details a number of different phases. First stage is hyper innovation stage, which happened during the ICO craze. The next institution adoption, which is what you see Libra doing, and paving the way for other institutions' political and regulatory acceptance. The next phase, she states, is a seamless end-to-end experience for users and institutions to transact, whether the user doesn't have to deal with awkward conversations into acceptable currency at the point of exchange. MetalPay is one thing I use a lot, so you might want to check out that. I'll discuss it later on in this video. And lastly, I think she says one ingredient for mass adoption is liquidity, and yet there are currently few marketplaces with the volume and engagement required to provide the efficiencies and liquidity needed. So more liquidity becomes more exchanges and peer-to-peer transactions. Fourth person is Shaylee Adenolfi, Director of Government Blockchain Solutions at Consensus. To her, mass adoption means governments globally have created an enabling environment for blockchain and cryptocurrency to flourish, or adopted the technology in their own practices, whether it's blockchain as a service for intergovernmental transactions, BTC or ETH-based futures contracts, or central bank-issued digital currencies. Like we see, she says, South Africa has their Project Coca, and Project Ubin is happening in the Monetary Authority of Singapore. But broadly, the policy is very lagging, and we could tell by the USA how they're so slow to adoption. Asia is definitely leading the way. But that's going to be happening in my next article. I'll cover that. Oliver von Landsberg Sadi, CEO and co-founder of BCB Group. When we attempt to project the growth of the cryptocurrency industry, 3 different segments, he says. The organic adoption cycle, the man on the street discovers a great idea. and spreads the word, accelerating the retail segment. And then businesses take note. And then finally, financial institutions and banks are integrated within the system. But the pattern is playing out with textbook accuracy in cryptocurrency markets. It's fun to see, like as I'm absorbed in this market and seeing how the changes occur. It's just fulfilling to see how fruitful this market will eventually be. All these articles will be down in the description below. And on to my next article. The future of money is being built in Asia. I love this article right here. I don't want to go too deep into it because it's kind of slightly lengthy, but main thing is like the biggest things that are happening in the cryptocurrency aspect is happening in Asia. For example, like the biggest star in cryptocurrency is not anybody in Silicon Valley, but the globetrotting 42-year-old Chinese Canadian named Changpeng Zhao, CZ, the CEO of Binance. Binance makes US dollars 400 US dollars million, 400 million US dollars in revenue a year, and it has placed him on the Forbes rich list, which is why he's very well known in the crypto industry. And also just different things like ASICs, the chips used to mine Bitcoin, they're actually made in China, if you don't know that. And the prize is very valuable. Beijing-based Bitmain, the world's biggest maker of ASICs to mine Bitcoin, raked in $2.8 billion in revenue last year alone. Asia wealth and crypto fundraising is a force to be reckoned with. If you're able to raise money just through digital means, it's going to vastly, rapidly increase the way business is done in the future. In the first half of 2019, 47 projects raised a combined $186 million in capital via IEOs, initial exchange offerings, with 28 of those raised in Singapore. And the vast majority of exchanges also with these services include Binance, Huobi, and others based in Asia, of course. There's so much in this article, but I want to go through everything. And then lastly, I want to say Olympics in 2020 in Tokyo is talking about having blockchain payments be used over there. So it's going to be huge when the Olympics is shown on TV and we see cryptocurrency ads and different things like that going on. And South Korea also is very welcoming in having a regulation-free zone for blockchain development. There's so much going on, but the conclusion is too few people in Asia realize the future of money is being created right here. We need to start thinking about opportunities and the risks of the world where Asia leads the way in cryptocurrency adoption. If you follow the money, it's not hard to see that Asia's innovators are leading the global conversation about the future of money. That has the nail on the head. USA is falling behind, and cryptocurrency and the financial industry in general is and will be changed in Asia if the United States does not step up, and we see this moving forward faster than we can even expect. On to some altcoin news. This one regards Ripple. Ripple, as you might know, may or may not know, is in partnership with MoneyGram, and MoneyGram recently announced a new debit card deposit service in partnership with Visa. Basically, they're launching a debit card. Here's some quotes from their CEO and chairman of MoneyGram. We strive to create the best possible experience for sending and receiving money, and this new product offering empowers our customers by giving them yet another way to send money to friends and family. And in partnering with Visa, the world's leader in digital payments, we're providing our customers with dependable option that they know and trust. That's from MoneyGram CEO. Here's a quote from the Visa Direct Global Head and Senior Vice President Bill Shelley. Visa and MoneyGram share the common goal of providing customers with a fast and reliable way to pay and be paid. By implementing Visa Direct, companies like MoneyGram are able to offer choice, flexibility, and peace of mind to customers, knowing that each transaction is backed by the security, reach, and capability of Visa's global payments network. So this is actually starting in U.S. only, but plans to expand into other countries will happen slowly but surely. So the biggest rumor that's going on Reddit I was reading about is that Ripple will eventually be used for those payments over or cross country. But since it's only in the United States right now, we do not see Ripple adoption. But that's all just rumors and speculation from now. Into another coin of the day, or not coin of the day, altcoin news is IOTA. I mentioned IOTA yesterday in a video. I don't really personally own any IOTA or invest in IOTA, but I think it might be time. This is a pretty cool EDAG city bot that IOTA has built and is building. The video I will leave in the description. And like, look at the comments right here. These scenes don't look like they're joking around. It seems like a professional footage. Very cool. See, like the video right here, I'll play it for you a little bit. It's very like futuristic, has music and everything, but I kind of dimmed it. So there's IOTA right there. You get payments as you get dropped off and you get picked up. It's like a seamless system of cameras. Like, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's basically a smart mobility in the future of life as we know it. People in the park right here, there's like a robot that's throwing the trash away. Like, it's all robotics and built on a DAG of IOTA. The first comment, it says like, I've just doubled my position in IOTA. Everyone's hella hyped on IOTA. It's been a big thing this weekend. I would do my own research before you get into it. IOTA is currently at, let's see, IOTA. I know it's top 100 coin. Currently ranked, 19th on top 100, and is around 24 cents. So, personally, I think a good thing would be if you like Ripple, I would actually prefer IOTA because they have more use cases in the automotive and mobility industry. But yeah, check this video out. I'll leave it in the description below. IOTA News posted it. Onto some more news. MetalPay welcomes Nano to the marketplace. Nano is now available on MetalPay. If you follow Nano, you must know that they have very good aspects to it. It is built and it runs on a block lattice, which is a DAG architecture. DAG, as you might know, may or might know, is called Directed Acrylic Graph. You could do your own research onto Nano, but I believe it is very good. It basically has right here, I'll sum it up. Micropayments, perfect for online services, automatic payments, and other related transactions. Peer-to-peer payments, unlike fiat currencies, sending Nano can be done without fees or lag time, no matter the amount. And cryptocurrency trading, by saving users on transaction costs, Nano has positioned itself as an ideal base currency for crypto trading, and that just goes hand in hand with what MetalPay is doing. MetalPay is already facilitating payments of 18 other cryptocurrencies, as you can see here, and the newest one is Nano. You can see through the block lattice how fast the payments come through compared to Bitcoin. Tons. So I would rather have tons of Nano than having a slow Bitcoin processing payment. But of course, Bitcoin is the store of value. And here's the link. I'll leave the link to the MetalPay, of course, in the description. They currently have over 2.9 thousand ratings and over 100,000 users on their platform. If you do use MetalPay, please rate and star the platform so that they're gonna go higher up on the list, because I believe this is a great opportunity for people to exchange money and get in the door early for the new financial revolution. And lastly, before I leave, here's some other news. If you do not know Akon, he is a well-known singer and artist in the rap community, R&B community. He was on the Breakfast Club earlier this week, or I believe it was last week. And this little segment is where he talks about Bitcoin. He actually does very huge projects in Senegal and Africa regarding his Acoin, his cryptocurrency, about his own cryptocurrency to facilitate transactions and everything, give energy to people that need it. He does so many big things in there, but this clip right here will summarize it. And it's funny how Envy is very skeptical about Bitcoin. Envy is a guy that's very tangible. He buys cars, real estate, jewelry, clothing. But yeah, Bitcoin ain't really flashy, so he ain't really with that non-tangible digital assets. But if you do, check out this little interview segment from Little Moon Lambo. It'll be in the description below. But that's all from me today. This is Champagne Crypto. Holla at your boy on Instagram. Get the MetalPay app, of course. My link is in my description, and I'll leave it in my bio as well. But yeah, Crypto Condensed for today. Hope y'all have a great rest of your day and week. I'm out of here. Peace out.